Here's the deal. We're here on Christmas, getting the truck ready to go on the Georgia Traverse tomorrow. And I'm in a onesie. What are we doing? Tomorrow we're going on the Georgia Traverse. But I got a few things that I got to do to get ready in order to go on the Georgia Traverse. So let me show you what I do. The first thing is, let's get all the maps set up. Here's how we're going to do the maps. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm actually getting my Garmin eTrek 20 set up, and this is as close to a hard copy map as I will ever get. The reason I say that is because in that Garmin there's a little memory card, and the memory card I've loaded up the Georgia Traverse GPX tracks. And what I'm able to do then is with the Basecamp Garmin software, I'm able to pull it up. And as you can see it pretty good clarity on the screen here because of the angle of the camera, but it's like a gray color that you really can't see that good. So what I do is I actually just go through here and change the color to green. That way it just makes it a little easier to see. And pretty easy stuff. Like I said, you put the GPX tracks onto the memory card itself. That's why I like this. Now, this is one form of navigation I'll be carrying with me. The other forms I'll show you in just a second. But this is the simplest form. It doesn't require any kind of internet or anything like that while you're out on the trail, and that's the reason that I like having this. And also it's portable, so I can take it with me. Now, the map that's loaded in there by default is not an incredibly detailed map. So I think that you can load detailed maps in there. I've just never worried about it because I also utilize my phone and the GPS in the truck itself. And this time I'll actually be utilizing a tablet too for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll have plenty of navigation aids to help me. I'll be using this Garmin eTrek 20. I'll also be using Google Earth with Google Maps. And I will also use an app called Backcountry Navigator. I'm trying that out, and I will show you guys that here too. So one of the more aggravating things about the Garmin eTrek 20 is the fact that you have to go through here and do show on map on each one of these tracks, unless there's a better way. Does anybody know a better way? Help a brother out! All right, so as you can see there, the green line is loaded onto the eTrek 20, and that's what I will be using for the most part, just as a base navigation. As you can see, it's not a whole lot of detail involved in it, but if for any reason you needed to, you could at least find a major intersection, major city, or some kind of a major highway. All right, so now what I'm going to do once I have the backcountry pulled up is I'm going to import the tracks. As you see, Georgia Traverse is right there. Once I import those, it's going to ask me, and Backcountry Navigator is really good at giving you all kinds of help screens along the way and telling you what you're fixing to see. You can turn those off, though. So I'm going to name this the Georgia Traverse, obviously. Okay, so once I've imported the files into the Backcountry Navigator, as you see here, it's going to show up, and that is the whole Georgia Traverse. And Backcountry Navigator gives you all kinds of different maps to use, all kinds of different styles of maps. I've actually got a subscription to one called Accuterra, which actually, here, let me show you what it looks like. All right, so once you get the maps actually loaded onto the Backcountry Navigator, then what you can do is you can hit and hold the screen here. It's going to give you some additional options, and you want to select areas for download. Now, you have to be zoomed in for this to at least a 10, but at that point, once you get that, then you can just simply draw squares over the whole entire thing. It does not matter if it overlaps. Right? And what you're doing is you're selecting these areas to download for offline use. All right, so it looks like now we've got the whole entire trail. Yep, we got it all. So now what we're going to do is download, hit OK. Max zoom, we're going to do 16. And it'll tell you what size it is here. It'll tell you how much free space you have. So I'm going to proceed. And now it's going to download this. It's going to continue in the background here, and I don't have to mess with it. Now, whenever this is offline, I'll be able to utilize the backcountry navigator all the way down to a, a 16 zoom, which is pretty close. So that's how that is.